Today I'm going to show you how to crochet ribbed cuffs for your hexagon cardigan. This is what my sleeve looks like now. I'm happy with the length of it, and I am ready to add a cuff. So let's go and do this. So in order to add your ribbon cuff to your work, I would say let's do a round of just single crochet stitches, because they will be a lot easier to work into when you're doing your cuff. So I'm making one single crochet on the top of each double crochet stitch all the way around your work. Just keep going, making one single crochet into each double crochet stitch, and you'll have a nice base for your ribbon to go in. When you get to the end of this single crochet round, just join with a slip stitch to the first single crochet you made, and now we can do your ribbon. So you can chain any amount of chains you want. It just depends how long you want your ribbon part of your sleeve to be, and always skip the first chain from your hook and start making single crochet stitches down your chain, starting from the second chain from your hook. Keep going until you reach back to where your base round of single crochets is. So it's a little bit fiddly because you've got a big chunk of work you attach to, but just adjust the way your work is in front of you. And now you've done your single crochet stitches, we're going to attach this to the base with a slip stitch. So find your next stitch, not the one that you already worked into, but the one next to it. Slip stitch into that one, and then slip stitch into the following stitch as well. So 2 slip stitches, then turn your work, and we're going to work back along these stitches. Make sure you're not going into the slip stitches what you made, but start from where your first single crochet starts and go into the back loop of that stitch only, not the both loops but just the back one. So you got the front one and the back one, and just go through the back one and keep going, making single crochet stitches into each back loop until you just have one more stitch left to work into. So regardless how many you made in the beginning, you leave that one and make a normal single crochet through both legs of your stitch into that last stitch. I like doing that because it gives a nicer edge to your sleeves, but if you really want to, you can make another back loop single crochet stitch there. And then when you turn your work again, I would make the first one a full single crochet, and then carry on doing the back loop single crochet stitches along this strip. So go into the back loop and make a single crochet, and just like that, keep going. So you're just working this ribbon backwards and forwards and attaching it to your end of your sleeve as you work. So again, there is no sewing involved at all. So when you get towards the end of this row, it gets a little bit tricky to find your stitches. Just pull apart a little bit so you can see your next space where you need to work into a little bit better. Make your 2 slip stitches, and then again we're doing the same thing. Turn your work, skip the slip stitches and start working into the back loops of your single crochet stitches. And you probably got what you got to do now. Go into back loops until you get to the end where it's just one left, and do a normal standard one into that one. And this is what you're doing now all the way around. You're going just backwards and forwards, attaching that ribbon to the end of your sleeves. And now we are nearly at the place where we can join this little bit of ribbon together. So let's just do this final row of back loop single crochet stitches and attach this to the base, but you only have one stitch here, so you can go just underneath where you first started, and then fold your two sides off. So the first would be a chain, and then the final row of your ribbon, fold them together and start working through the chain stitch, and the very last row, just make sure that you're working together the correct stitches, and just make a single crochet stitch through the chain and through the full stitch of the last row of this ribbon. Just take your time, make sure you're matching your stitches correctly so you don't have a funny edge at the end of your work, and attach them together just simply by making another row of single crochet stitches through both sides. And you'll see that when you get to the end, you have now created another sort of a ridge to your ribbon work, so it all matches up and it's not going to look strange or out of place at all. And when you get to the end now, you can just fasten off and cut your yarn. And this is how you make ribbed cuffs for your hexagon cardigan. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.